Hey viewers, Raghav Gulati here. The most warmest welcome to Let's Be Informative. I will bring you the most informative videos on the whole YouTube. So before starting the video guys, I would first request you to give me a thumbs up, like my video and do subscribe my channel with the notification bell to not to miss my upcoming incredible informative videos. And do join my Discord server, link I'll provide in the description. I will upload the trailers of my videos in Twitter and also on Discord. Also follow me on Twitter, I will give you the link in the description. So guys, today we will talk about our father of the nation. Yes guys, we will talk about the top 10 incredible things done by Mahatma Gandhi. So are you guys ready? I'm very excited. So let's get started. So the first one is the Quit India movement that was started by Mahatma Gandhi. So let's see what was happened in this movement. It was a civil disobedience movement that began at All Indian Congress Committee in Bombay. On August 8, 1942, Mahatma Gandhi made a call, Karo ya Maro, do or die, in his very popular Quit India speech at Gowalia Tank made in Bombay. So let's continue guys. Quit India movement marked the exit of British from India as it was the conclusive revolt against them. On August 9, 1942, Gandhi and other Congress leaders were arrested in Bombay. So let's come on to the second one. It is the non-cooperation movement that was also started by Mahatma Gandhi. So let's see what was happened. After losing faith in the British government, Gandhi declared that it would be a sin to cooperate with the satanic government. He used non-violence and peaceful resistance as his weapons in the struggle against British Raj. He had a massive following among both Hindu and Muslims that helped him rally hundreds of thousands of common citizens towards the cause of Indian independence. For the first time in Indian freedom struggle, Gandhi gained such support. Protesters refused to buy British goods and adopted the use of local handicrafts. So let's come on to the third one guys. It was Khilafat movement, which was also started by Mahatma Gandhi. So let's talk about this. He became their spokesperson in the Khilafat movement, a worldwide protest by Muslims against the collapsing status of the Caliph, the leader of the religion. As a mark of solidarity with his Indian Muslims, he returned the medals that had been bestowed on him by the British government for his work in the Boyar and Zulu wars. This made Gandhi a national leader with a huge following from diversified cultures, and it also established a powerful and influential position for him in the Congress. So let's talk about the fourth one. It is the Salt Satyagraha movement, which was also started by Mahatma Gandhi. The 24-day march began on 12 March 1930 as a direct action campaign of tax resistance and non-violent protest against the British salt monopoly, and it gained worldwide attention, which gave impetus to the Indian independence movement. After the non-cooperation movement, Dandi March brought together a large number of Indians, and this had a great impact in British and also worldwide attitudes towards the sovereignty and self-rule of the nation. So let's talk about the fifth one. It is a civil rights activist in South Africa. Gandhi lived in South Africa for about 21 years, where he developed his political views, ethics and political leadership skills. Gandhi faced a discrimination directed at all people of color. He was thrown off a train at Pietermaritzburg after refusing to move from the first class. Indians were not allowed to walk on public footpaths. He unified a political force and formed the Natal Indian Congress. He was the voice of Indian community there, and his ideologies took proper shape through the struggle. So let's talk about the sixth one, Champaran and Kheda movement, which was also initiated by Mahatma Gandhi. The peasantry was forced to grow indigo, a cash crop whose declining demand fetched no money to these farmers, and not just they were forced to sell this to the government at a fixed price. Again in the same year, when Kheda was hit by floods, Gandhi initiated a signature campaign where peasants pledged non-payment of revenue even under the threat of the land. He worked hard to win public support for the agitation across the country. He was successful in both of his endeavors, where he used non-violence as a weapon. So let's talk about the seventh one. It is the non-violence movement, which was also initiated by Mahatma Gandhi. He said practicing non-violence required immense courage and faith. He made India fight the British rule without arms and weapons. He was put to extreme criticism when he refused to protest against hanging of few leaders. Many labeled him as foolish and coward, but he was a man with his principles and that all worked in the end. So let's talk about the eighth one. It is the Gandhism, which was not initiated by Mahatma Gandhi, but it is his ideas and knowledge. Gandhism is a body of ideas that describes the inspiration, vision, and the life work of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. It is particularly associated with his contributions to the idea of non-violent resistance. Sometimes also called civil resistance, the two pillars of Gandhism are truth and non-violence, but Gandhi never introduced the term Gandhism to the nation. So let's talk about the ninth one. It is the Gandhian economics. So let's talk about this, guys. Gandhian economics is coined by one of the supporters of Gandhi, J.C. Kumarappa. It is an economic thought that is based on spiritual and socio-economic principles that he practiced and preached. Gandhi felt that this was both unsustainable and devastating to the human spirit. His theories contained elements of protectionism, nationalism, adherence to the principles and objectives of non-violence, and a reduction of class war that were in favor of socio-economic harmony. So let's talk about the last one, the final one, independence and partition. So let's talk about this, guys. The partition of India was the 1947 partitioning of the British Indian Empire into India and Pakistan. It led to the creation of the sovereign states of the Dominion of Pakistan and the Union of India. Gandhi made strong efforts to unite the Indian Hindus, Muslims and Christians. More than 500,000 were killed in riots as 10 to 12 million Hindus, Sikhs and Muslims crossed the borders, dividing India and Pakistan. So that is it for today, guys. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe. Please save your environment, save your surroundings. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.